pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stay standing, please. Let us all now have a moment of silence for Mr. Ray DeFasis, who portrayed Santa Claus for more than 30 years and was one of the founders for Santa's Miracle Gift of Giving program, which has provided food and gifts for needy families for the last 3 years. The city of Sunbury sends our most heartfelt condolences to his family and friends at this time of loss. Thank you. Please have a seat. At this time, I ask all of you to turn your phones off, place them on silent or vibrate, please. Roll call.
Karlovic.
Here.
Kramer.
Here.
Reichner.
Here.
Reese.
Here.
Eister.
All right, on March 23rd, 2018, there was an executive session held to discuss personnel issues. Is there any audience comment on agenda items at this time?
That's for the collective bargaining agreement, I just have to do this, so. Everyone's aware of the third step for you.
Third step for us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have your hands down.
See you, friends. See that comment.
All right. A resolution of the City of Sunbury is appointing the Environmental Review Certifying Officer for the city's Community Development Block Grant Program. The certifying officer will oversee or perform all necessary functions required for the environmental reviews, including consultations with all appropriate agencies directly concerned with environmental issues or having environmental responsibilities associated with the City of Sunbury's projects and the public comment process. This is for CEDACOG, and it's just, we just have to appoint a certifying officer. Make a motion to pass this resolution.
Second.
Sorry. And there be resolved that the City Council hereby appoint Cheryl E. Delsite, the admin assistant, as a certifying officer. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Karlovic.
Yes.
Kramer.
Yes.
Reichner.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Eister.
Yes.
A resolution of the City of Sunbury establishing a fee for bicycle licenses in accordance with the Code of the City of Sunbury, Chapter 64, subsection 64-3, licenses and application fees. And whereas the City of Sunbury has conducted a review of its fine and fee schedule and concludes that bicycle license fees shall be raised from 50 cents to $2 for the lifetime of the bicycle. I make a motion to pass this?
Second.
Kramer.
Yes.
Reichner.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Eister.
Yes.
Karlovic.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to make one comment. What's nice about those licenses, a lot of times, of course, they're logged, there's a number on that license. And kids will hijack a bike at this end of town, ride home, and just set it someplace. We find bikes all the time. Never know who to contact. At least this way, for the $2, it allows us to call them on the phone and say, we have your son's bike sitting down here. So it kind of just makes things aware that we can track them down. So there is a reason for the sticker on there, other than the $2 isn't the issue, it's the number that we can track the lost bike down.
All right, Councilman Reese for the alley.
Yeah, we were approached by a representative from Senator Gordner's office about an unnamed alley that his grandmother's lived on since the 60s. He asked about naming it. It's an alley between Spruce and Center, between 2nd and 3rd, down at that end of town. And we're going to name that alley Nins Alley, N-I-N''S Alley. So I make a motion that we name that alley Nins Alley.
I'll second
Reichner.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Eister.
Yes.
Karlovic.
Yes.
Kramer.
it. Yes.
And with that, by him coming to us with this, I also learned that there is a list that Terry's had for a couple of years now, people that have submitted names for unnamed alleys. So this week, we're gonna sit down and start going through that, and we're gonna start naming some of these alleys that aren't named, for first responders, for Google Maps, for things like that, just so we're more updated. So if anybody has an alley that they know they wanna name after somebody, or something important to them, submit it soon, because we're gonna start naming them pretty directly here. There's a lot of them, so we're gonna start going through them. Also, I guess I'll just keep going along here. All right. So there's 2 events coming up that we're gonna do some street closures for. First is the Memorial Day Parade, May 28th, and then also the Loving Caring Street Fair on June 9th. Both those are on Market Street, so I make a motion we close the roads those days for those events.
Reese,
Yes.
Eister,
Yes.
Karlovic.
Yes.
Kramer,
Yes.
Reichner.
Yes. Councilwoman Kramer?
Our invoices today, I'd like to make a motion that we pay $206,359.68 out of the general fund and $38,862 out of liquid fuel.
Second.
Eister,
Yes.
Karlovic.
Yes.
Kramer,
Yes.
Reichner.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Councilman Ister on the First Street project?
Yes, South 4th Street has been started. We're in the 100, 200 block. The 100 block, most of the curbing's been installed. We're still working on the ADA ramps in the corners. The 200 block is down to railroad tracks working on it. On the other side of the tracks, the gas company will be in there in the next day or 2. There's 3 lines that they have to take and redo. They did 1, they have 2 more to do. And to continue on, I'm hoping to be done by the end of April. That's our projection. We do have until the end of May. Things are going very well.
Councilman Reese on the USDA grant?
Yep, we just want to let everyone know that we're applying for a grant for the USDA. It's a paving grant. It's a $50,000 grant from the USDA for street paving with a $50,000 match. So this will help us get some of the projects that I want to get done over the next couple of years. So we're applying for that now. We're starting that process, so we're just letting everyone know that we are.
Is that for a motion?
I don't think, do I have to make a motion? I don't think I have to let everyone know.
Not yet.
All right, the city of Sunbury will be initiating the test procedure for a civil service hiring list for the Sunbury Police Department. There is also a free passenger tire disposal on April 7th at the Sunbury Transfer Station. And the free spring cleanup for Sunbury residents only is on Tuesday and Thursday, April 24 and 26, and May 1st and 3rd. At this time, is there any audience comment? And if so, please stand up, come to the podium. Yes, ma'am. And state your name.
Jan Rocky. Just a couple really quick things. Number one, I want to thank you, Kurt. I think it's great that you are, when you go to your lunch or wherever, to the different businesses, and you put it on social media. I just think that's pretty neat. I do. Terry, I think I have to direct this at you. You posted that ordinance thing, which is not on the agenda tonight because of some changes. I'm not the smartest cracker in the box. However, I had no idea what that ordinance was about. I called down and the clerk's office told me. Is there any way that you can put something underneath it? City clerk, whatever, just so crackers like me know what you're talking about?
What do you mean underneath it, in the ad?
No, not in the, well, in the, underneath the ad, not part of the notice that you're saying. But I had no idea what the ordinance was about. It doesn't say. I know it says we can go down and check it, but,
Usually I've got topics, so that was an error on my fault, on my part.
oh, well.
There's usually a topic.
You said it was the second reading. Did I miss the first reading?
Yep.
Okay, just-
The first reading was,
The end of February.
two council meetings ago.
Okay, I guess I missed that. One other crazy thing here, you don't ever have old business on your agenda. Some of the old business that I had asked about last time, like the status of what the city administrator position is. And I know she said that it was tabled, I understand that. But are you going to let us know when that is going to come to fruition?
Would Brianna answer that question?
Sure.
Okay, sure, I can speak to it. At this point, the ordinance that you're referring to is being reviewed, and the final draft will be presented at a future date. But it's one of those tools where if and when council decides to update the ordinance, there would be a future announcement. It's not really old business per se, because I think at the last meeting we decided that it would be tabled as per that
I'm sorry,
discussion.
it would be what?
It would be tabled as per that discussion at the last meeting, and I guess at the future point that it comes back up around, it would show up in your new business section. I don't know if
So
anyone.
it's not gonna sneak up on us?
Of course not, no.
Okay.
And it would have to be advertised, any ordinance that is updated goes through an advertising first and second reading process. To give
Thank you.
plenty of time. You're welcome.
I learned something. This whole-
All right, any other comments tonight? Mr. Gordon?
Gordon Lamb. I have a statement to read out. At the city meeting on February 26th, while I was asking questions of council members, Councilwoman Kramer was heard to say, both by members of the audience and also on the video recording, we don't have to listen to him, he's not even a US citizen. I
I
found
don't
those
recall
comments to be
saying-
extremely offensive. I've been living in this city since September 2001, happily married to somebody born US citizen. I pay my taxes and own property here. As a lawful permanent resident, I also enjoy First Amendment rights to free speech. Despite all this, according to you, I should, in the immortal words of our former dear leader, sit down and shut up.
Well,
I
You're
have
not
news
a
for you.
citizen, are you?
Don't interrupt me, please.
oh, I'm sorry.
I have news for you. I will do neither. I filed a complaint regarding your egregious comments with Mayor Karlovic on February 27th. In it, I requested your apology. I sat through the last meeting on March the 12th, waiting to see if one would be forthcoming. It was not. I will not accept it now. If the city finds itself on the wrong end of a 19th lawsuit, you've got nobody to blame but yourself.
I was not made aware of that. I was not made aware of that at the last meeting.
Well,
And sir, just to clarify, at that meeting, you were allowed to speak, you gave your
I was allowed to speak,
thoughts
but,
and
yeah.
and comments at that time. I do think that we'll look into it and make sure that you receive a proper response. But there was nothing that detained you from speaking, and you were able to exercise your First Amendment rights that evening and share your thoughts and comments. Maybe some of the wording as far as when we were implementing the new process of standing up to the podium, giving your name and where you reside. I certainly don't want to speak out of turn here, but
I'm well known
nobody
to
turned
members
you
of
away
City
from
Council.
being able to speak up and share your thoughts, just like you're able to make a statement tonight.
I'm well known to members of City Council, and I just found the comments to be rather concerning, to put them mildly.
Well, I would like to apologize to you. I think I remember saying it, and I know I was out of line. So I'm sorry.
I would prefer to have had it last meeting, but thank you.
Well, I didn't know about the last meeting.
Any other audience comment tonight? At this time, there's no more official business to conduct. The next council meeting will be held on April 9th at 6:15 p.m. in this room. Thank you all for coming out tonight. This meeting is adjourned.